Today we will be testing Ehlers Smooth Adaptive Momentum Indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing Ehlers Smooth Adaptive Momentum Indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We have also tested a total of 624 indicators, with 255 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back in and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these indicators and strategies on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is Ehlers Smooth Adaptive Momentum Indicator, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. Pretty simple setup, as you can tell. So basically what we have is we have a zero line, and we have this oscillating line here that is pivoting above and below that zero line. It's giving us red and green kind of background coloration. And so as you can probably guess, what we're looking for is when the oscillating line breaks to the upside of the zero line, we are going to go long. When it breaks to the downside of the zero line, we are going to go short. So like I said, pretty simple setup, not much to it other than that. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. Alright, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. We get that cross to the downside, that nice red cloud there. We get a really nice push to the downside almost immediately from this one, which does come down and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, the second signal that we get is a long signal. Again, you can see that cross to the upside right here, and you can see a really nice push to the upside once again, and that one also gets us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, then we pick up the short right here. Again, we get that cross to the downside, that nice red cloud. On this one, we do get this heavy pullback, this really sharp correction in the market. As soon as we get that signal and enter in onto that signal right there. Again, that heavy correction, it comes up, gets really close to our take profit, or our stop, but it doesn't quite trigger our stop, doesn't quite get far enough up there to actually hit our stop. And then it rolls over right here, comes down, pushes down rather nicely, getting us to our take profit. So let's go ahead and continue on. We'll probably go ahead and finish out the year on this one. All right, so we pick up a long right here, and yeah, this was just kind of painful to watch take place. It was doing really well up until this point. We pick up that long almost immediately after a couple of candles. We get that long and immediately start pushing down. And so after a few candles, we pick up a short, but then that gets stopped out as we switch back to a long for just a moment, and again get a heavy push to the downside right as that happens. And then we that long getting stopped out right there. Then we pick up a short, but then as we pick up that short, we get a really heavy pullback in the market, a sharp correction there, and that triggers a long, which stops us out on that short. And then that long, immediately the correction stops there, and we get the continuation of the push to the downside, which then stops us out on that long. And then we pick up a short right here, and right kind of at the bottom of this move, or pretty close to it, looks like, because then we get a sharp push back to the upside, which stops us out on that one. And so bad trade after bad trade after bad trade. That was quite disappointing there. All right, then lastly, we get this long right here, jump in on it, nice push to the upside pretty much immediately, and that does get us up there to our take profit. All right, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Let's count it out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. Yeah, this one was pretty unfortunate. It was doing rather well until we hit this spot right here, and it just got out of sync with price action. Started getting these kind of heavy pullback and these kind of fake signals taking place, where Yeah, almost like it's almost like a area of consolidation. Even though we kind of had something similar right here, for some reason it didn't happen here, and it did happen right here. But this seems to be kind of the typical thing that we see with zero line cross indicators, where there is no buffer in between the long and the short area. It's just a single line that something is pivoting around. We get clusters of losing trades like this. And so, yeah, like I said, unfortunate, was doing really well, had better hopes for it till this happened right here. So it is going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.